Live, Laugh, Lube is an anxious art project by me, artist Mika Marple, probing the nature of visibility in today's social media era with the help of clowns, comedians, and fools. Studies show that social media is connected to increases in anxiety and depression. Yet for self-employed creatives like me, signing off feels like career suicide. How do I choose between my mental health and my livelihood, my vision? Live, Laugh, Lube is not a solution, but it is something. The project works like this. A comedian gives me a short imperative about visibility, which is turned into a painting. Together, we make a video about their message that we co-post on Instagram. The comedian is gifted the painting and then recommends 2 other comedians, one with more visibility and one with less. And the cycle repeats again and again. If you're wondering, why comedians? It's simple. They're honest, funny, and weird enough to participate in an art project like this.
It's said that if you're trying to get something shown on social media, you need to use your face. People want to see, your face. Or I guess also your body. But we have to use our things that we have in order to get across the actual information that we want to deliver. Even if the information doesn't have anything to do with the actual image of face. But for whatever reason, the faceless algorithm and computer wants your face. So, sort of like lose face. So you use face and then maybe you lose face, but also maybe you save face by being able to show your work. I'm really not sure. But for some reason, I keep doing it.
I think the last thing that social media and visibility and the algorithm cares about is our mental state. And there is this constant availability that we must have in order to remain visible. But I believe first and most paramount should be our own relationship with our own health. And I strongly believe in posting and then just letting it go and living a life.
Take it from me, a double Scorpio. Being a hermit on the internet is a lovely thing. I am no numerology expert, but I'm really woo-woo and I love tarot. And 2025 is a 9 year, the year of the hermit.
Come on, is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your...
Social media has always reminded me of a story I read as a kid about a future where everybody had a button in the middle of their chest that they could press at any time to commit suicide. And as a result of which humanity had filtered out all the impulsive people and become a more calm species. I figured I was a pretty good candidate for natural selection under those circumstances and have always played it safe. But that story didn't say anything about how to deal with the jealousy of all the risky people who want it big.
So, Live, Laugh, Lube is a mantra about living one's best life and inspiring others to do the same. As in, your life is a work of art that is lubricated by laughter. So, I cannot wait to hang this gorgeous painting in my beautiful dream house that I share with my amazing soulmate with whom I'm in a happy, healthy relationship, and we wake up every day and see this gorgeous painting together and laugh and lube and love. So please let me know in the comments below if you know where I can find either of these things.
We are in crazy times. We are in tender times. We are questioning empire. We are questioning systems. We are questioning if people are who they say they are. They usually aren't. And I think it's okay to take the time to really just be. You can burrow, you can hibernate, you can be in your cave, you can rest.
So ideally, nobody would have access to the internet or to social media. But if you must have social media, which unfortunately I do, then my best advice is to limit the replies. Why? Because basically everybody on social media's goal is to prove that you're a bad person and they're a good person. So if you like post on Twitter that you saw a beautiful sunset, somebody will reply that you hate people who are facing west. And if you post asking for a good corn muffin recipe, someone will respond that you want
every mom and pop corn muffin shop to go out of business.
So limit your replies to just your friends who are gonna say, hey, nice sunset, or are gonna say, hey, here's a good corn muffin recipe.
I'm sitting in my car outside my gym that I have just signed up for, and it's one of the things I'm maybe most proud of that I've done this month. Last night, I accidentally spent too long on social media, and it made me feel very out of control of my thoughts and my mood. I feel deeply troubled by how inhuman our behavior becomes in the context of social media, and how that is definitely bleeding into the real world. In trying to relieve this feeling of uncertainty, I literally have Googled, what do I do? What alternative platforms can I use? And then I remembered that I can choose myself and my body. My body is my first and it will be my last platform. I don't live online. My expression of self exists in the real world and with real people. And I will practice with my body and move the world around me that way.
So the word dump is actually kind of sneaky because one, it not only means ass, booty, but it also refers to posting 10 photos at a time on Instagram and Carousel. And these photo dumps are not actually dumps at all, but they're carefully curated profiles of our lives that we've actually selected with a lot of thought, and they're less of a dump and more of a curation. Actually.
In my 30 years working as a television writer, I've met so many other writers, actors, musicians, artists of all kinds, and I have a theory that the common denominator amongst all artists is a need to be seen. I think that probably most artists have in their childhood a relationship with their parents where they were overlooked. In my case, my parents were divorced. They commuted a long way to work. They had too many children. I simply could not get their attention until I started writing little stories in school. My mom and dad liked my stories. I got their attention. It became my obsession and then my profession. The energy of the artist is summed up in the phrase, Mom, Dad, look.
I am very familiar with depression and anxiety. I'm not talking about that. I am very familiar with lurking. I'm not talking about lurking either. And I have dabbled in prepping for the end times, but I am not talking about prepping for the end times. Maybe take care of your collective away from the ground. What I'm talking about is getting a bit more quiet and real intentional about where your eyeballs go, because as we know, the eyes are the windows to the internet soul.